Occupational Science Leaders by Ali Sepon, Anna Newman, Mary Kate McCannon, and L. Ruffcar. Our occupational science leader was Dr. Rebecca Aldrich, former professor at SLU and current professor at USC. We contacted her originally via email, and we conducted our interview over the phone. We first asked Dr. Aldrich about her previous jobs. As we mentioned in our introduction, she has worked here at SLU as an associate professor in the OT department. Dr. Aldrich is currently an associate professor at USC. We then researched what inspired Dr. Aldrich's interest in occupational science. Her brother required occupational therapy the summer before she entered college, and she changed her major from English to OT in her first semester. Dr. Aldrich chose OS as a career because occupational science brings us a perspective that simultaneously reminds us to be holistic and not reduce problems to a single factor, and to make an issue concrete by bringing it down to an everyday level. We liked this because it emphasizes the application of OS in a way that is useful for every person, not just the people studying it. We then asked Dr. Aldrich about some lessons she has learned through occupational science. She said that OS shows that occupation makes us human and it helps us see each other as occupational beings. This humanizes us in a way other disciplines do not. Occupational science unites us rather than divides us. From there, we asked about her future research plans. She wants to continue to expand her current research in unemployment by looking at experiences where people are marginalized in society. Dr. Aldrich also wants to look more broadly at poverty and the other elements connected to homelessness and social marginalization. She is also interested in educational research and how occupational science is taught. Further, she believes that John Dewey's philosophies provide a strong foundation for OS and OT. There are many paths for research in this vein, such as Dewey's writings on uncertainty and how Dr. Aldrich can connect this back to marginalization. After asking about this, we also researched why Dr. Aldrich was elected to go back to USC. We found out that she missed the sunniness of California, but probably more importantly, US is squarely situated in the OS arena, which puts Dr. Aldrich in a good position to continue her research. When we asked Dr. Aldrich how she creates an occupational balance for herself, she let us in on an observation we have all probably experienced. OS and OT programs talk all about creating an occupational balance for yourself, but it is so much easier to speak that message than to live it. In this day and age, one struggle a lot of us face is creating a work-life balance, and with the technology industry ever expanding, it is so easy to access your work from anywhere. Dr. Aldrich strives to manage technology so it does not manage her. To do this, she holds herself accountable for setting boundaries between her work and personal lives. Great mentors and advisors have modeled technology separation by introducing her to email office hours. This way she can remain professional without feeling the need to be available 24/7. In addition, she further manages her technology by not having certain email accounts installed on her phone. By creating this divide, Dr. Aldrich can prioritize occupations that make her feel the most human, such as swimming, dancing, and baking. Being such an important leader in this field, we wanted to see what advice Dr. Aldrich had for us. For SLU students in particular, she told us to have faith in the curriculum design. She has had many graduate students and new professionals contact her after realizing the importance in their junior year courses. Every part of the curriculum is intentionally designed. With that, she suggests saving some articles and additional readings from this year for our future. Dr. Aldrich says OS is important because it shows us that we are all unique humans because of our occupations. OS is a holistic way to analyze the complexity of life. Another part of what makes OS important in our lives is through its link between government policies and everyday life. These policies often lack relatability to the common person. Having an occupational perspective aims to fill that gap. Her favorite part about being in occupational science is its flexibility. She did not have to choose at such a young age what she wanted to focus on. Rather, she can be both a health professional and a philosopher and continue to discover what it means to be human. Dr. Aldrich is the author of multiple articles, including one that we read for Dr. Zimmerman's class, and the winner of various awards. However, when we asked her about her accomplishments, she told us her favorite is accompanying many people on their journey to find their passion. She enjoys mentoring students of all levels and watching them succeed. She even taught two people we are very familiar with, Dr. Kalb and Dr. Zimmerman. When asked what inspired her interest in long-term unemployment as well as other research focuses, Dr. Aldrich first mentioned a reading from an economic class that focused on the idea of a discouraged worker whom is often unaccounted for. She defined discouraged worker to us as a classification for a subset of the unemployed population that was both able and available to work but stopped in their job search. This link is very close to home for her because her brother struggled for employment due to his disability. Although he had no job, he desired to work but could not find an employer that would hire him because of his disability. With that being said, Dr. Aldrich said ultimately the goal for her long-term research is to change how we support people through marginalized situations. When asked if she saw herself as a leader, Dr. Aldrich responded with yes, but only because other people do. She said this title is due to how her trajectory in OS has unfolded. As a leader, she wants to lift others up, amplify marginalized voices, continue influencing the discipline, and most importantly, influence society. Lastly, Dr. Aldrich has been published in many different OS and OT journals. Overall, Dr. Aldrich is an amazing OS leader, and we appreciate her for all that she has brought to this community.